All right, so today we're looking at a fitting. This is our buddy Jordan Shallow, aka at the Muscle Doc. Guy's a monster. How much does Jordan bench press? You have any idea?
We're gonna say 550.
Say 550. Really? No.
Yeah, we're gonna say five.
So Jordan's a bodybuilder. He's a trainer, absolute animal in the gym. Can't buy anything off the rack, right? The interesting thing about this fitting is that he took body measurements, right? So when we have a guy that's so far off the charts, like we look at his profile and I have it in front of me, but he's probably what, 5'10", 300 pounds, something.
6'2", 270.
6'2", 270. So whenever we see a profile like that, like you got to get body measurements because that's pretty much off the charts, right? So he took body measurements. We made a custom try on, and this is what it looks like, right? The front actually doesn't look that bad. The first thing I'm seeing, if you look at the front, is like the tightness in the armhole, and that's where guys that are really muscular have a lot of problems because their chest is so big and their bicep is so big that the cloth ends up getting like really jammed right up in the armhole. So you can see how the whole sleeve looks like it's kind of going into his armpit. The other thing you see is his deltoids are huge, right? So like the outside of his shoulder pops out of the shoulder seam. And that's a tricky balance because you can't really put the shoulder seam at the edge where the arm starts because it'll be too far over. So that's a balance that you really have to be delicate about. But other than that, like the taper in the stomach looks pretty good. The front's not terrible. But if we look at the back, so when he shows the back pic there, this is where he actually has way more problems, right? Like he took a chest measurement and we use that for the try-on, but what you can't measure is like, look at right here. Like this guy's got like 2 Christmas hams, like right under his lats, like he's doing a lot of rows, and you can't really measure that. And the other thing that's tricky about bodybuilders is some of them want a very tight fit because they want to show off their body, right? They've been working hard. They want to show that. And other guys that are that size are so tired of feeling clothes that are too tight that they're actually coming to us just so they can like move. So the try-on's extra important to get the feedback to say, how does this feel? Is this tight? Is this loose? Can you cross your arms? Can you give a hug? In this try-on, Jordan probably couldn't move at all, So first thing we see is way too tight right here. And there's a side seam right on the lat where we can let that out significantly on the pattern. And then the whole back, whenever you see like pulling, like a general rule is when you see pulling that's horizontal, like those ridges going horizontal, that means it's too tight. And if there's ridges going vertical,